one of the when you are selecting the training data set, and based on training data set you have to estimate the type of learning algorithm, and based on the type of learning algorithm, whether you are consider the these or not. All these are things we need to remember for a model. So the input of any kind of classification algorithm first is model selection and model construction and model selection and model testing. So whether there are the input of the any kind of classifier is first we have to take the training data set, and based on the training data set which kind of supervised learning algorithm is suitable for training data set. So basically there are two types of learning algorithms are there, supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So based on then we can say the model is good for our. So based on that information, some of the issues there are those are affecting the for model selection. So one is accuracy, speed, robustness, scalability, and interoperability. So accuracy is also we are calculated by using the confusion matrix. Accuracy is equal to true positive plus true negative by total number of transactions in the particular training data set. That is accuracy. So classifier accuracy is nothing but predicating the class label. So predicating the class label is accuracy. Second one is speed. That is called time to construct the model. That is called training time. Time to use the model. That is called predication time. So there are two types of speed measurements when you are using the model selection. So first one is the time to construct the model that we call training time, and time to use the model that is called classification or prediction time. So that is also one of the issues are affecting for model selection. Third one is the robustness. So it is taking a huge amount of time to handling the noisy missing values of the training data set, missing values of the data set. So that is robustness also one of the issues they are affecting for model selection. And scalability is one of the major important issue when you have the efficiency in using the disk resistant databases to store the data, and you are processing those data by using model selection. So that is one of the scalability. And fifth one is the interoperability. Interoperability is one of the most important model issues are affecting for model selection because of understanding and insight provided by the model. That is a very plays important role because of different kind of measurements also there. For each and every measure, sometimes you are taking goodness of rules, or sometimes you are taking the decision tree sizes or compactness of the classification rule. All these are considered as a model selection. It will take issues are effective for model selection. So interoperability is based on what are the data should be inside of the training data set. It should be understand. Then only we can provide the model. Otherwise, we cannot provide the model. So that is called interoperability. All these are five types of issues they are affecting for model selection. So let us we can see the one more important thing is there are enable methods are there to improve the accuracy or increase the accuracy of the classifier. So first we are taking the different kind of data, and based on the data we have taken a set of classification models, all different kind of classification models. Combine these models, and you can apply any new sample of data. You can take the class prediction. So this is a basic process of the any classification algorithm. Here, some of the methods which may increase the accuracy of the performance of the same data. Some of the methods will use a less accuracy of the same data. So based on the different kind of methods we can apply on particular kind of data, then only we can understand which kind of model is sufficient for the training data set. So that can be called as a whether it is increased accuracy of the performance, then only we consider as those model is suitable for our training data set. So most probably we are using a different combination of models to increase the accuracy. So that means combine the multiple algorithm to classify the data, or combine some series of models with aim to creating improving the model of the particular data. That is also we are considering ensemble methods, because of combining the two or more models to generate a good accuracy of the for a particular training data set. So these are the things also to improve the accuracy of the classifier. Then there are different kind of popular methods are there, NMS methods are there, that is called bagging. So bagging is nothing but average prediction of all overall collection of the classifier. The average prediction of overall collection of the classifier, that is called bagging. So bagging is one of the ensemble method to improve the accuracy of the classifier. So you can apply for a training data set can be applied for different kind of models. We calculate the average prediction for overall collection of different kind of classifier for a training data set. That is one bagging. Boosting method. So boosting method is for weighting the vote with a collection of different kind of classifiers. Weights majority classifier gives the best performance. Those will consider boosting, and the different kind of combining the heterogeneous classifier. So now homogeneous means similar kind. Heterogeneous means different type of classifiers you can combine, and we can improve the accuracy of the particular training data set. So all these are different kind of methods to improve the accuracy of the classifier. So bagging is the one of the method, boosting is the one of the method, enhancement is the one of the method. So these are the different kind of methods to improve the accuracy of the classifiers in a model. So now we can see the example case. So where exactly bagging which can be applied for a particular kind of method, that is called bootstrap method. That is called also we are called as a bagging, also called as a bootstrap aggregation method. So you know that the bootstrap method. So bootstrap method is 63.2% of taking as training data set, and 38.2% will be data should be considered as a test data set. So that is you are using the bootstrap method. So basically, when you are using the training data set for a particular classification algorithm, so in a particular training data set, we consider D number of tuples. Tuples need number of attributes. For each iterations training data set, it is assembled replacement of D. So classify the model based on the training data set until the classify unknown the sample of data X. So if you are supply the test data to the classifier, so classifier cannot be give the results. In those cases, that is misclassification can be done on a particular model. So that can be avoided. You can calculate or misclassification errors on different kind of classifiers, and also classification accuracy on different kind of classifier to calculate all these classification aggregate percentage. So based on the aggregate percentage, which kind of classifier is more suitable for the particular training data set. So that is a bagging is a classifier. So M star is nothing but number of votes they assign the particular class by most of X with the consider of the test sample. So based on this test sample, we are predicted the particular class label from the data. So that is one of the important thing. But in aspects of the accuracy, it is significantly better than a single classifier derived from the data set. So better than the significantly, a single classifier is derived from the data set. So for noisy data, it is conceptually robust, more robust, and worst case, whether it is proved as improved accuracy in prediction. So noisy data is not considered for a particular classifier, then automatically we improve the accuracy of the prediction process. So that can be done by using the bagging method. So I will explain in detail to you for understanding the practical way on the data sets. So we can see in practical way how this classification can be done in our model. See that so I am loading the Weka tool. In a Weka tool, I am selecting the training data set. So I have the training data set. I consider the training data set in my Weka tool itself. So in a Weka tool, I have the different kind of data. So I can consider the student data set or some of the data sets I have. So in data sets, I am selecting the labor.arf file. Okay, labor.arf file, or I consider soybean.arf file. Like any kind of data set take as a for consider as a input. So just I selecting the iris.arf file. Just I am opening the iris.arf file. So open file. So I consider the iris or consider the labor.arr file. So labor.arr file I was open. Okay. Labor.arr file, labor dot small just a minute. Okay. I am selecting the labor.arr file is my input to the Weka tool to classify and applying the classification for this training data set. So these are the data. So I consider the 17 attributes are there in the labor.arr file. Just I am clicking the open file. So I am selecting the location of data set. I have the labor.arr file. So just open it. Okay. After opening the data set, I am visible this kind of screen. So from this screen, so see that select the explorer, just open file, and we have the data set that is called labor.arr file. Labor.arr file. So labor.arr file should be opened. Then after that, before applying any classification, first we have to apply the data pre-processing. So select all attributes, choose here, click on choose filters. So unsupervised attributes, and you can apply the replace missing values. So replace missing values. So apply it. So now replace missing values are applied. So you can see the data. So any replaced value, any missing values are there in the data, so you can check it in the edit table. So there is no missing values in the data. So then just close it. So after that, I need to go for the classification. So select all attributes. Then you can select this tab as classify as a tab. So whenever you are using the use training data set, whenever you are using the use training data set, so it considers random subsampling. Supply test is you can do some other test, whether it is type of class or type of data you are loading in a particular data, so that is called the test data here. So use training data set means you are directly using the training data set without modifying the training data set. Then you can apply the classifier. So you can select use training data set first of all. You can see that. So I am having a different kind of classifiers. So in classifiers, we have the base classifier, function classifier, meta classifier, miscellaneous classifier, rule based classifier, and tree based classifier. So we have the rule based classifier also there. So we have the tree based classifier. I am using the J4. It is algorithm. J4 it is algorithm. It is a tree based classifier, that is called decision tree classifier. So I am applying the decision tree classifier for a particular training dataset labor.arr file. So use training dataset. Just click on here start button. So this is information which you are getting after applying the J48 algorithm for a particular training dataset. See the algorithm, what is the information they are we are getting after applying the J48 classification algorithm for a training dataset, that is called labor. So see that information. So number of instances in the dataset is 57. Number of attributes are 17. Instances means nothing but number of records in the table. Number of records in the training data, that is 57 records. Number of attributes are 17. Those 17 attributes are noted here. So next one, test mode, and they are the Weka tool will generate the test results. Test mode is called evaluate the training dataset. Directly it is taking a training dataset as input for our classification algorithm. So next one, this is the J48 algorithm. J48 algorithm. So after J48 algorithm, number of leaves are 5. Number of size of the tree is 9. Any doubt, ma'am? So number of leaves are 5, number of size of tree is 9. So see here is a very important factor is time taken to build a model. Time taken to build a model, that is 0.02 seconds. Time taken to build a model is 0.02 seconds. So time taken to test the model is training data say 0.01 second. So I already told that speed, which is a major parameter for a classification. So first one is a time taken to build a model, time taken to test a model. So these two information we are getting as a speed. So time taken to build a model is 0.02 seconds. Time taken to test the model is 0.01 second. So that is information we are getting from the Weka tool. So after that, so see that we have the summary. Correctly classified instances are 55. So how many instances are there in the data? 57. 57 instances are there. Out of 57, correctly classified instances are 55. So the accuracy of the classifier is 96.49%. Incorrectly classified instances are 2. So incorrect accuracy is 3.5. 1 minute. Now please check it once again.
Visible, sir. Now visible, sir.
Okay. So see that correctly. So first I will explain the content. So see that here we have the speed parameter. In speed, we have the time taken to build a model. That is, we consider as a model speed, and time taken to test a model. Also, we have the speed. So here is a time taken to build a model. Here, this is the information 0.02 seconds. Time taken to test a model for a training data set, that is 0.01 seconds. Okay. So next that some information which are already getting from the Weka tool. So see that correctly classified instances, total 55 records are correctly classified instances out of 57 records. So the percentage of classification is 96.4. So misclassification error. So misclassification consider 3.5 percentage is a misclassification error. Okay. So based on that, we have the calculate the confusion matrix. So in confusion matrix, so classified as A and B, A should be bad and B should be good. Okay. Uh, True positive, true negative, false positive, false negative. True positive is 18 and true negative is 2. False positive is 0. False negative is 37. So this is a confusion matrix. So based on the confusion matrix, we can calculate the accuracy, we can calculate the precision, we can calculate the then recall, F measure, then also we can calculate sensitivity. All these are parameters we are calculating from the particular training data set. So this is the confusion matrix for the table. Based on the confusion matrix, we have the 7 different formulas are there. Accuracy we can calculate, and also we can calculate the error rate. We can also calculate the sensitivity and specificity, precision, F measure, recall. All these are calculated from the confusion matrix. So this is a confusion matrix for the particular training data set for applying the classification. So this is the information for only using the training data set. So please see that here is 96.4 percentage is a classification accuracy. So by using the training test, use the training set option here. So you can use the cross validation. I can use the cross validation 10 folds. So 10 fold means total 57 records are divided into 5 bunches. So each and every 10 records should be bunched. Total 6 bunches we are creating. So by using cross validation method, I need to compute the accuracy of the classifier. So just I am selecting the cross validation. Force is 10. Just I am clicking the start button. See that what is the accuracy which is consist of the model. So here previously it will take time is 0.02 seconds. But whenever using the cross validation, the time taken to build a model is 0.01 second. Okay. But classification accuracy is 80% only. Previously it is 96. Now it is 80% only. Then after that, on same confusion matrix and followed by, we can calculate all these measures. F measure, recall, precision. Then also we can calculate this accuracy, sensitivity, specificity. All the measures can be considered by the classification. So this is whether using the same algorithm can be applied by using cross validation. Same algorithm we can apply training data set. Same algorithm we can apply percentage split. So this is a percentage split called bootstrap method. So 66% of taken as a training data set, 34% should be taken as a test data set. So this is a bootstrap method. So based on bootstrap method, same algorithm I can apply for the training data set. Just click on start button here. Select a boost percentage split, see 66%. Then you can select as a start button. See that what is the percentage of the classifier we are getting. So here time taken to build a model 0.0 second. Time taken to test a model is 0 seconds. So 0 seconds is nothing time they are not taking to test the sample. But overall the accuracy, what is the accuracy of the classifier? So accuracy is 84.210.5 and misclassification error is 15.78%. So based on 3 measurements. So either using a training data set, cross validation and percentage split. When we are using the percentage split, we are getting these kind of results. So if you are comparing the whole using training data set, cross validation and percentage split, these are the 3 measurements for getting the accuracy of the classifier. So different kind of accuracy results will be generated by the classifier. So how these are issues is basically it is accuracies, interoperability, speed, and misclassifications. All these are major issues to affecting the model selection. So these are the things. So we will compare these things in a Excel sheet. You can may understand very easily. So just I will open Excel sheet to you. You may understand to comparing the results of the each and every page. One minute, I will share my. Check. Please everybody look the screen. You may understand very easy that. So I can consider the first training data set is a method. So training data set is a test method I'm using. Next one is a cross validation. Cross validation is a method. Next one, I can use the percentage split, that is called bootstrap method. Percentage split method. Okay. So what is the algorithm I am using? J4 is algorithm. So J4 is algorithm I am using. So I have the accuracy. So these are the 3 methods I am using. Okay. So first parameter I consider the accuracy for a consider as accuracy in the presence of accuracy. Okay, accuracy. So in training data set, when I'm using the training data, use training data set, accuracy is 96.49 is a percentage. 96.49 is the percentage training data set. Whether using the cross validation I'm using. So 80.70% I am getting the cross validation is accuracy. 80.70. Okay. Percentage split I am using whenever using the percentage split for J4 algorithm 84.21. 84.21. So these are the percentage for accuracy only. This is accuracy only. So accuracy only for accuracy field. So next error rate, error rate, that is called our misclassification. So accuracy is nothing but classification. So error rate, I consider error rate for whenever you are using the user training data set, that is 3.5 something, 3.5 error rate, 3.5 error rate. And here is second option is I consider the 19.2 is error rate. 19.2 is error rate. 19.2. Then percentage split, whether using the percentage split for a training data set, that is considered as a 15.7. That is error rate. Okay, 15.7. So these are the three values. Okay, and we place box here. Next, third is time taken to build a model. Okay, time taken to build a model. Okay, so that is one of the parameters we consider the for our J4 algorithm. Time taken to build a model. So for first case, the time taken to build a model is 0.02 seconds. 0.02 seconds. Okay. Next, for a second, whenever you applying the cross validation, so time taken to build a model is 0.01 second. 0.01 second. Next, third is time taken to build a model for using the percentage split is 0.01 second. That is also 0.01 second. Okay, these are the time taken to build a models. So you see that based on all these, we can represent in the graphical model. So I am selecting the graph. So by using the column charts. So check the column charts, which I am using, for example, cylinder charts. See that we are using the training data set. Highest 9.4% is highest accuracy for training data set. For cross validation is 80.7, whereas percentage split is 84.21. So out of these three methods to estimate the accuracy of the classifier, so first method is training data set considers 96.4, but time taken to build a model is 0.02 seconds. Time taken to build a model is 0.02 seconds. Whereas compared to the error rate, so error rate is also very least case in when you selecting the training data set as input of the classifier. Whereas compared to cross validation, percentage split is, so error rate is 19.2 here, percentage split is 15.7. So compare these two. For labor.arfi training data set, to estimate the accuracy of the classifier. So this is one of the important technique to estimate the accuracy of the classifier for a training data set. So you can see all the figures. You know that when you applying the kind of data for a particular classifier algorithm, so we are all information we are taking, all this information we are taking. Based on this information, we see the figures. So the training data set, when you using the training data set is a method, so it will take highest accuracy and simultaneously very less error rate, and also time taken build is 0.02 seconds. Whereas time taken to build a model is, it will take highest compared to other two, but accuracy is very high. So here is 80.07 is accuracy and misclassification is error rate is 19.2 and time taken to build is 0.01. But percentage split is 86. When you are using percentage split, 60% of sampled as a training data set and 34% of people should be considered as a test sample. So for that cases, 84.2 is accuracy, but error is 15.7 and time taken to build is 0.01. So out of these three, selecting the training data set is a method to generate the highest accuracy for this particular training data set. When you select in some other data set, training data set will use very least performance compared to other. So that is also possible. So classification can be done. Classification can be done. You can apply on different kind of methods for a particular training data set. So you want to select which kind of method is suitable for my training data set. So then only we can those methods should be generate the accuracy of the classifier. So we are applying J480 algorithm for a training data set by using different kind of methods. So we have the different kind of accuracy method to estimate the accuracy of the classifier. So we have the holdout method, random subsampling, cross validation, bootstrap method. All these are methods are there. Based on these methods to estimate the accuracy of the classifier. So now first method is random sampling. So that is also called as a training data set. In training data set, we are taking all samples of training data set as input based on the sample to classify the data. So we are applying the J4 as algorithm for decision tree induction algorithm to classify the data. So if you want generate a graph for this entire information, so select all this entire information as a table, go for insert option and select the columns chart. You can apply the any kind of column chart. So this is the information represented in a graphical notation. Betterly understand about which kind of method give the best performance on the particular training data set. So that is can be understand by the presentation view. So this is a